Welcome to Skilli. In this quick tutorial, we'll show you how to create a dynamic list of all worksheet names in your Excel workbook using PowerQuery. We're going to use two methods. The first method is by using a blank query, and the second method is by importing data from the workbook. Sometimes you need to use worksheet names in your formulas and data connections, or perhaps you need to create a table of contents or a summary. Our first method of creating a list of worksheets is by using a blank query. In our example, we have a workbook with 50 worksheets, and we need to quickly create a list of those worksheets in the table. So what we need to do first is to grab the file path of the workbook with 50 worksheets. So what you do now, you navigate to File, then click on Info, and then select Copy Local Path if you're dealing with a local file, or Copy Path if you want to connect your file from a remote source. Importantly, what we need to do, we need to close this file. We'll explain why you need to close the workbook later. In the new workbook, navigate to the Data tab of the ribbon and click Get Data. Then select from Other Sources, and from that submenu, click Blank Query. So the PowerQuery editor has appeared. What you need to do now, click on Advanced Editor, and here select everything that you've got here into the codes and just delete it. It just makes it simpler to start from scratch. Then start typing the following query expression: Excel, workbook, open bracket, file, contents, open bracket, insert double quotation marks, then paste in the file path we copied earlier, and then between the last two quotation marks type in comma, followed by null, N-U-L-L. Right. At the very bottom of the advanced editor, make sure you've got no errors displayed here. Click Done. There you are, we've got a list of, we have a list of all the different elements in our workbook. What we need to do first, click on Kind column, and then we want to select on the sheets. So if you have other objects in your workbook, tables, names, ranges, they will appear here, but we're interested in worksheet names. Select Sheets and click OK. We're going to remove a couple of columns by right-clicking a specific column heading and clicking Remove. And then once you're done, click on Close and Load. Perfect. Now you have a list of every single worksheet in your workbook. The second way to create a list of worksheets is much easier to execute. Open New Workbook, which we have done. Navigate to Data, Get Data, then click from File and then select From Excel Workbook. A new dialog box will open up called Import Data. Select the specific folder where your workbook lives. We're going to use the worksheet with 50 sheets, and we'll click Import. Excel will open the Navigator dialog box, showing you all the available data sources in your workbook. You'll see your individual worksheets listed here, along with any tables or named ranges. Instead of selecting individual sheets, we want to click on the main workbook item, and this gives us the metadata about all sheets. Then click Transform Data to open the PowerQuery editor, and here you see we've got very similar results, and we're going to do very similar things. We're going to remove things that aren't required. Select Sheets here. I'm not particularly concerned about type. And again, click Close and Load. Excellent. Now we only see our worksheets. This is also a table that can be refreshed. So if you make any changes in the other workbook, it'll be reflected here. So now you have the list of worksheets. Copy the list and use it where you need it. A word of caution: we have tried using this method to create a list of worksheets from an Excel file which has 1,000 sheets. The result was not good. Excel consumed about 8 GB of RAM and went to sleep. If you're working with a huge data set, make sure you back up all your important files before you begin working with queries. This is how you've got two methods on how to efficiently list worksheets using PowerQuery. Check out our other video on how to create a list of worksheets using an Excel macro. That's it for now. Watch out for more helpful hints from Skilli. Bye.